Hello Z, quick preamble before this video. This happened on a stream where I was in a terrible mood, the game I was supposed to be playing was pissing me off, so I stopped playing it, and then Novel said, why don't you show everyone some of that Touhou you've been playing? Because I've been playing some Touhou for the first time ever that day, and I was really getting into it before the stream, so I decided to do what he said and show it off my, complete lack of skills. So, without further ado, let's go, Z! So what's neat about this is, since this is fucking old,
yeah,
from like the Windows XP era, the normal resolution is like really small, and if you full screen it, it like stretches because widescreen wasn't invented yet, I guess. God, that's loud. Why is this game so fucking loud, Zune? I know you're proud of your music, but goddamn.
God damn it, John Touhou, look what you've done.
Alright, so like, as I was saying, there's like a patch you can use, that lets you like, enlarge it properly and also like do some other stuff, but like now the problem is it's too fucking big for my screen because of this stupid new Windows shit where it keeps fucking clipping to the top because that's where the goddamn window bar is. I can't believe I miss Windows 95 right now. Anyway, that's why there's a weird white bar at the bottom. Don't worry about it. Wait, what the fuck? There's a demo? Alright, so I've been playing on easy because I'm a fucking pussy, so don't worry about it.
This is quite literally my first time seeing the Touhou in action.
Huh.
Like, I've seen like screenshots, but like at the time, I guess I was just like, what am I looking at?
I mean, this was literally made by one guy in like 2003, so...
Yeah. Like, I knew somehow waifus were involved, but I always...
God damn it, I might as well fucking restart if I'm gonna die on the first level. This is what happens when I stream, I get worse because I have to talk and listen.
I just remember looking at that one screenshot and be like, I know waifus are involved, but I don't see any, like, it's too much.
Yeah, they'll like, there's some banter, like, before boss battles and stuff. I haven't quite figured out the appeal yet of these characters. I mean, clearly it exists, because there's a lot of porn, but... Like, I haven't entirely, like, figured it out for myself yet, like why these characters are so beloved.
I feel like it's probably designs. This is like, a picture's worth 1,000 words, so you can maybe, like, look at their design and be like, oh, I imagine them to be like this. Mm-hmm. That's my thought.
So, the default is, like, that when you're shooting, you go into, like, this slower mode, and it, like, focuses your shots, but I turned off that it does it automatically and put it on a separate button, because then I can be fast without having to like completely stop firing, and that seems to help me a bit, especially with like these random mobs, because it's just, you can cover more ground if your shots are not focused. So it's not even the fact that I can still like go fast, it's more that I can just like cover more ground with my shots, especially once they power up. Alright, there's some dialogue, but I don't care. Because I've read that like a million times today, so I'm just gonna skip it. It's the top. I'm sure there's an easy way in there somewhere. If there's multiple tomatoes, who knows? I mean, everyone likes tomatoes, so... So, bosses have multiple health bars, and every time you deplete one, it goes into, like, a different, like, pattern. Whenever the background changes to like this, it's a spell card
And you can get bonuses for like, because there's a time limit to these. You can get a bonus for like finishing their health bar while they're in this mode without like using a bomb or getting hit.
Good lord, that looked like the vomit of stuff on the screen.
And this is just the first level boss. You're gonna see some shit later, trust me. You know, if you look at like Pixiv nowadays, you could easily be fooled into thinking that just like every Japanese person is born with the talent to draw like this crazy professional looking manga art. Which is of course horseshit. And looking at like these games, it kind of does seem that like Japanese artists who are like, you know, not at like a super professional level have like a certain like it kind of seems like, you know, like American artists who are like learning to do shit, like you can, there's like certain like commonalities there, and with Japanese artists it's like different commonalities. It's weird. I don't know. Does that make any sense?
Kind of like you probably wouldn't call them tropes, but like just certain little art things of like, oh, it all looks kind of like, at a certain point they all kind of reflect it.
Yeah, like I guess like if you're like influenced by certain things, then in the process of getting better, like you always kind of take the same path. Maybe, I don't know.
Well, like, you know, Hiro Mashima was very clearly influenced early on by One Piece.
Yeah, didn't he work as an assistant for Oda? No, that was someone else. That was someone else, I think. That was the person who did, like, what was it, Yamada and the Seven Witches or something like that?
But, like...
Fairy Tail in general was very just, like people just call it, like, crappy One Piece.
Yeah. I mean, today I think One Piece has successfully killed off more characters than Fairy Tail.
What's kind of interesting is, like, you don't really get, like, a proper boss intro until the end of the level, but, like, most of the time the bosses just show up early already to just do a bunch of shit and then they leave for a while. It's weird. So I just used my first bomb because I thought I might die there. You can actually, like, if you, like, press the bomb button immediately when you die, you can actually, like, save your life and just use the bomb. It's interesting. Like, it's apparently like a deliberate mechanic where it's like you get a couple frames of grace there. See, as you can see, I now have this very wide beam that I don't think, you know, if you focus, it's like this, so this is very useful when dealing with these mooks, and I don't know why that's not the default option. Or maybe, like, I don't know, maybe the download I got for this, we just had it set to that, because, yeah, I don't think you can buy this one. The newer ones are on Steam, but, wait, what the I didn't notice that was 3D before, somehow. Because I was too focused on, you know, the actual game.
So is this like an actual mirror match, or...?
What do you mean?
Like the character, I thought they looked just like yours, except like the differences.
No, it's a different character. I guess you can't see my character's design that well because, you know, we're seeing her from the back. But my character is a Shrine Maiden. When I'm doing my focus beam, you can see a little dot on my character's back, and that is the actual hitbox. You can get hit anywhere else. cannot dodge that fall, so that was pretty cool. I say usually, but I started playing this today.
I cannot imagine what went into programming all of this.
There's a lot of just like you can make these patterns with math.
I can't imagine what went into programming.
But I imagine there's also just, you know, a lot of like play testing, just to like be like, oh, this is. Why didn't an alarm go off? Is that yours?
Yeah.
Oh, where's the board?
I got you.
Oh, mine. So the plot of this game is ghosts have stolen Spring, and we are trying to get it back. And if you use continues, you get the bad ending, and you don't get Spring back. Like all Touhou games are like that, where like you get the good ending for not using continues. Shit, I don't have any bombs. This is usually where I start taking some deaths in this level. Also, the boss of this level is like one of the first Touhou characters whose name I learned because it was a lot of fun with her. Because you just be like, you know, like looking at random bondage art, and then it turns out like, oh, this is all Touhou. Like, there have absolutely been franchises that have been introduced to because people drew bondage of it.
Speaking of like random stuff and new things, I kind of have a semi-hobby of poking around various jokes articles just to be like, chivalry gonna be listed here? Because it should be. Most of the time
I think I've done that before, stuff. So it's generally good to like kill enemies. So you should like learn where the enemies are gonna show up, like what the patterns are for that. Because then you can like anticipate them and just kill them right away before they can start shooting you. Which can, you know, make your life a lot easier. Actually I watched this video earlier today. There's this guy on YouTube, Shmup Junkie, whose videos I've been watching, and he had this video of like, okay, how do you get good at shmups? And he had this thing where it's like, you can get good in 7 days. And it was just like, okay, every day like focus on this different thing. And then I realized most of that stuff was stuff that I like started doing automatically back when I streamed Jamestown. And that was kind of funny that it's like, oh, like those things were just, you know, I already like figured that out in my head, but you know, then I forget it because I'm me and I have no sense of object permanence. And he did actually like recommend some Touhou games for like learning certain things. We're just like, yeah, I'm only gonna recommend games you can really easily get your hands on.
So girl. The brief glimpse I got of her, I was just like, oh, I
feel like it's possible all Touhou girls are woolly girls, but I don't know. Someone get Wooly in here. Tell them I'm playing Touhou. Touhou? That's like the ironic way of saying it. Because, like, you know, people that don't understand Japanese pronunciation, like, see it written down there, like, ah, Touhou. So then people start calling, they, like, start writing it as, like, the number 2 and an HU. Alright, like, knock on wood, because I can't, but, like, I've been doing fairly well considering that I am talking and listening while doing this.
You're in the zone! Bam, bam! Rosie zone!
I may be in the zone, but there is definitely some shit later that no amount of being in the zone will help me figure out. No, but what about my convo? It's gonna ruin everything! Damn you, Emmett Silk!
Damn you, most compelling villain in Final Fantasy!
Emmett Silk, you've ruined my Touhou playthrough! You'll pay for this! Fuck, see? Now I'm dying!
Oh no.
There's absolutely some, like, really spoilery jokes I can make there, but I won't. They're so close, too. Well, it's about right that I would, you know, die on that stage. That's consistent with my skills so far. So.
Also, if you feel like you need to switch it up from this game... Oh, how did my football switch this then? Could pull up, what was... I'm doing interesting things with my body that I don't feel like I somehow just clicked my teeth together in a really uncomfortable. If you need to switch away from this, you can play, I think it's Tyrion. Is that it?
Oh, yeah.
No, yeah, you really like that one. It's got a bitchin' singing there.
Yeah. Alexander Brandon being awesome. Like, why the hell isn't that guy, like, still composing like a ton? I think he's still, like, working in the industry, but no one wants cool soundtracks anymore in Western games, so...
Yeah, they heard what Soken was doing, they're like, nah, we can't do that, don't want everybody.
Nah, it's been a much longer, you know, cancer of the industry that's like, cinematic orchestra. See what I did there?
Yes.
It's a Star Trek fight music. I guess it's not just Western games that have that problem, because I remember a game where I really noticed it was like Soul Calibur 5. Because it's like Soul Calibur 2 and 3 have like freaking amazing soundtracks, and 4 I didn't really care for in general, so I didn't remember, but like 5, like, you know, no one likes the story and the cast, but like the mechanics are pretty sound. But there was like one song I remembered of that soundtrack, and it's only because it has this part where it just goes Wah! In the middle of the song, and when you're fighting, you're just like, what the fuck? How is that happening?
I'm just thinking now of like, in the mess halls, like, I had last slice of pizza. These sound really good. Like, but I want the last slice of pizza. Well, I was here first. Ba 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 ba.
Someone should make like a Star Trek fan game that's like a turn-based RPG, and the random encounter music is just like ba 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 ba, but in like an Uematsu style. No, I wanted the bomb! You fuck you! You took my bomb away that I was gonna get, and then you took my life! The purple icons are good because they increase your cherry meter, and that's good because I don't really understand the mechanics, but it's good, so you should get them.
Sheep here.
Hello, sheep. I think if you get enough cherry, then you go into like this cool mode. But like, there's also like the cherry plus and the cherry max, and it's good to increase your cherry max so you can get more cherry, but you need to increase your cherry plus to increase your cherry max. And if you gotta like collect things under certain circumstances to increase your cherry plus so you can increase your cherry max. I don't really get it. Collect the purple things. That is what I know to do. Shit. There's this random freaking angel enemy that looks the same as all the other ones, for some reason has this crazy pattern and takes like 1,000,000 hits. I don't entirely understand that.
It's the real.
Alright, are you gonna show up, story, or... Oh, okay, there we are. Alright, so these 3 sisters are here, and they're like, you haven't been invited to our ghost party. And now I fight this one for a while, but the other ones are gonna like help her out, and then things are gonna get a little nutty. I actually think this first pattern of this fight is the hardest, because there's like a lot of different things going on at the same time, so...
Oh, it's the Delta attack.
Kinda, yeah, they do have a triangle thing later. One tip in the video was like, don't look at your character, like look at where you're going, and I think that was like mostly intended for like when you've got like tons of enemies and you want to like dominate the playfield, as they say, dominate the screen. Here I don't think it's terribly useful a lot of the time because it's like, I need to see my hitbox. There's 1 million things I need to be dodging that I can't really do anything about. I didn't need that bomb. I should have just had confidence in myself, but
confidence.
for some of these patterns, patience is key. That's where I needed that bomb just now, so I shouldn't have wasted it. Unfortunately, every time you die, you get 3 bombs back. But you don't want to die too much, because then you get a game over, and then you can't get the good ending, so... Fuck! I didn't even realize what killed me there. There's a lot going on. I got a bit of sensory overload. I think I read that there's, like, different patterns you can get depending on the sisters, but I don't really understand. Alright, this is the actual hard part of this. Definitely gonna use my bombs a bit here. Lighten the load. I just think it's interesting when the patterns are done in such a way where it's like you can't really see what to do as soon as they come out. You gotta like wait it down and be like, ah, that's where the opening is. There we go. Hi, Willie. Yeah, you lead your shot for where you're gonna put your hitbox, making sure you always have somewhere to go is more important than knowing where things are right now. Yeah, probably. Yeah, another tip they gave was like, don't let yourself get hurt into the corners.
Ooh, that sounds familiar from my years of playing Galaga.
Is there really like enough on screen in Galaga where that becomes a problem?
Sometimes.
I mean, you're much better at Galaga than I am, so I'm sure you've seen like where the game gets more intense.
Yeah, it does, like, the intensity doesn't come from, like, you know, throwing more at you. It's just the same amount of stuff, but way faster and more aggressive.
So here I really should be on the offensive and killing these things as soon as they show up. But they always show up on like opposite sides of the screen, and I don't quite know what I'm supposed to do about that. I'm generally not fast enough to like go from one side of the screen to the other and getting them before they start doing stuff. I guess I can at least mitigate it a bit though. I like that pattern, that one's fun. There's also not a ton of patterns in this game where they like try to aim directly at you. Because if there was, then you could kind of like hurt the shots. But speak of the devil, and then I immediately die, as I'm like, oh, that would be easier if you could do that. By the way, a lot of this freaking music sounds the same to me. Zoom seems to just have one song he keeps writing. I don't know if he gets better about that in later games. Oh, I love this mechanic. This is so cool. She, like, uses chaos control. Or Zawarudo, perhaps, but... The 1-up? Yes! Alright, so here, I'm gonna do that. See, if you get enough cherries, then you get supernatural border, and that does stuff that I can't explain right now because there's too much flying at me. I think it's like kind of a risk-reward thing, basically, where while the border is active, you can get more points and shit, but you can also sacrifice it early to avoid dying or use a bomb. But I didn't have a bomb, so... I'm having more trouble finding the way through in this pattern now than I had before. I guess I should just never say that I like something or I'm good at a particular part, because then I'll immediately start sucking. Oh fuck. Okay. Well, there goes the good ending. I think I just forgot that you get more bombs when you die, and that's... probably could have saved me. Flip it. Okay, I went too far. My finger shot too far. Yeah, this is prime Rosie stream luck, where like the things I'm like, oh, I'm gonna suck at this part, and then I do that fine. And then the parts where I'm like, oh, I love this, this is like super fun and easy, and then you die on that. And I'm just gonna like fuck about for a bit, and then here. And the big boys come out. That's okay, because big boys don't cry. Wait, what happened? That wasn't my hitbox. That was weird. I love the way that this like gets gradually more intense with that same mechanic. There's a cool payoff for that later as well. Oh, fuck. Okay, that was very avoidable. Well, he says Galaga does have some units that are auto-tracking, so you don't need many enemies to herd you. You're all, like, very knowledgeable on shmups, which I hadn't realized before. Oh shit, I was just like... The pickups and the bullets were the same colors, so I just kind of like... My brain just kind of stopped for a second there and screwed me. she's back again. Don't worry. There's only There's only a mini-boss now. I say don't worry and immediately die. That is the shit that happens to me. Right, so I like this because she, like, uses the chaos control thing, but nothing really seems to happen now. Like, I don't know what the meaning behind that is, but I kind of interpret it as, like, you know, her power isn't working anymore because we've already defeated her. Boom. Starts off not too crazy, but there's some patterns we're gonna see with this boss that just have me go like, what the fuck? I can't even see what the solution is.
Oh, wow.
What's up?
I just noticed a pretty epic walking foreshadowing.
Oh, you'll have to tell me about it later. This pattern. I hate this pattern. This one is a pain in the ass. Especially because, like, if you think you're clever and try to just dodge out of the way entirely, she just kills you with a laser. Yep. That is pretty much expected. Should not be wasting bombs here. I really should just save like 1,000,000 bombs for the end. Because that's where I really just don't even know what I'm supposed to do. So it's a little tougher, but pretty sure the next pattern is where things start getting like really insane. Not this one. It's the one after this, I guess. Yeah, this one. No, still not. What the hell? Wait, did I just die? Oh, this fucking thing. Okay, I hate this too, but that's not the one I was talking about. This fucking thing keeps homing in on you, and it's the worst. Half the time I don't even see it. My brain just does not want to deal with the fucking whooshy whooshes. I think the first time I got to this, I actually cleared that without any mistakes, so I guess that was like a bit of beginner's luck there, but... Okay, so I think the reason I kept saying it's the next pattern that's crazy is because this bitch has like 5 million of these. And she gets to do that, she's the final boss, but... Yeah, this is the one. This is the one homes in on me, so I feel like I should be able to mitigate it, but I don't know how to do that. Like, it feels like I just do not have a choice but to get into the corner here and then die. I really should just start making it second nature to just hit the bomb button when I die, regardless of whether I have a bomb, because I'm gonna waste it anyway if I die, so... And that's what happens, man. That final boss is just insane. And I've beaten her like 3 times at this point, but it is not something I can reliably do. Should I try playing as someone else? I haven't like tried the other characters at all yet. This is the Mato that you were talking about.
Yeah! I thought she had like white hair and a blue and white Mato outfit.
Alright, let's try being the Mato. Let's see what happens.
Eve, any tips?
You know, it's kind of addictive because, like, this game's so short. And, like, it is fairly generous with the continues. Like, you get, like, 3, I think. So it's, like, not super hard to, like, beat it, per se. But, like, you know, you gotta get the good ending. You gotta, like, do this stuff properly. I think to unlock the extra stage, you gotta, like, get all the spell cards, which means you have to like get through the spell card parts without dying or using a bomb, I believe. So it's like, you know, easy to start but difficult to master. And because there's not like a super long campaign or like a million modes, mastering it is like the most fun you can have. And I like that in a game. One game I want to like play on stream at some point is Revenge of Shinobi. That game is so fun to master, but you really like gotta know exactly how to play it, or you will just get your shit pushed in, as Nautilus likes to say.
I still love thinking about the first time you visited me, and we started playing that because it's on the Sega 6-pack. And I had never gotten past the first level, and then you did it. My reaction was, there's a city level? Because I had no idea it took place in, you know, quote-unquote modern day.
We did, you know, Spider-Man was in it.
Yeah, I'm sure as fuck didn't know Spider-Man was there either.
I think they do actually, like, if you take a look at, like, the copyright stuff when the game boots up, it says, like, Spider-Man, copyright Marvel. Because what happened is, the game just generally is full of, like, you know, total copyright infringement, honestly. Okay, so her stuff Holmes. That's cool. I think Reimu's other weapon did that too, but I haven't been using that. And they had to, like, take some of that out as they went along, but then it happened that Sega like actually got the license to do Marvel stuff, so now it was like, oh, instead of like having to change the Spider-Man cameo, we'll just say, hey, Spider-Man's in this game, even if it's just a small part. Because I think it was a boss who like kind of transforms into like fake Batman and fake Spider-Man, and then they just made it that it's like, I think the Batman one gets changed into like a sort of Devilman kind of design, and then he, instead of transforming, he just leaves, and then Spider-Man shows up. And just fights you, and it's like, Spider-Man, why are you here? I'm trying to rescue my fiancé. Maybe he's just trying to test us, I don't know. Man, this Mado just doesn't give a fuck. I like how much spread she has. It's like, I don't even give a shit about angel bubbles, I can get everything from anywhere. Yeah, somehow, like, before this stream, I did not notice parts of the background or 3D. I don't know how. I guess I was just, like, way too focused on the gameplay. Man, this stream got way better once I started playing Touhou. Like, I was not having a good time with Issa, and I was just like, fuck it, and I played Touhou, and now I'm having fun.
That's the way to do it. Fuck.
Yeah, fuck schedules. I'm gonna play what I want. I'm an agent of chaos. Chaos.
Yeah, chaos.
Jack Garland is gonna come assassinate me. I keep hearing that game's like actually good.
Yeah. Like, I still have my very specific, like, FF1 fanboy beef with it.
I mean, you know, as someone who fucking loathes FF7R, I get that.
Yeah.
But I might still be interested in just checking it out at some point, even if it's just like someone's Let's Play, I don't know.
Yeah, with, like, Strange to Paradise, I feel like I'll probably get that super cheap at some point.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I'll get it.
Yeah, I didn't watch any like LPs when they came out, even though I was kind of like, you know, wild fascination because I assumed it was gonna suck.
Yeah.
Because Square Enix were being really weird with like giving out codes and then being like, you have to do this and that if you want a code.
Yeah.
Like Vinesauce talked about it because he didn't accept a code. Or he was like, oh yeah, I'm not interested in the game. Square Enix said like, hey, do you want a code? And I was like, sure, I guess, but then they had all these fucking weird rules, like, you had to thank Square Enix every 20 minutes or some shit. It's like, why is this company so schizophrenic?
And, like...
I don't know if it's okay to
I
refer to it in that way, but...
I feel like that's probably, like, some kind of public, like, relations office, like, that's in the West or whatever doing that.
Oh, Wooly, is it sensible to, like, close in on bosses to like, does that, like, help you do more damage more quickly, or... Also, I took a death there, that's bad. Should not be taking deaths before stage 3, what is wrong with me? For a bit, I was like closing in on bosses because like it makes the pew pew noise go faster. So I was like, oh, maybe I should be doing that. Just get like a slight amount of like time advantage. But then I kept running into boss patterns where if you're not at the bottom of the screen when they start, you will just die because bullets spawn on top of you. And it was like, well, shit. There's little snow bullets, get a specific reaction in my head, because that was like the first thing that I had trouble dodging the first time I played it earlier. I keep talking like I'm an old hand at this, but I played through this like 5 times today, so I feel like I've gone on this massive journey. Well, he says I usually only close in as a way to dodge weird patterns, but there's some weapons that have a minimum spread. Weird egg! I love how Alice just has no chill. She's just like, oh, the stage started, I'm here now. Like, fuck waiting for the boss part of the stage. I'm gonna fucking jet stingray my way through the whole thing. So does every character have like one weapon that homes and one that doesn't? I think this kind of game is like a great game where you have like multiple characters to play as. Because whenever like, you know, I'm playing like a Sonic game, people are always like, oh, or like, you know, for a while it was like, we don't want to have to play as Sonic's friend. And now it's like, well, it's boring only getting to play as Sonic, why can't we at least have Tails and Knuckles?
Yeah.
And it's just like, you know, that's cool, and as a kid I remember liking playing as Knuckles, but now it's always just like, I'm gonna play as Sonic, and then I don't really feel like playing the game again as someone else. Because they're like too long to want to do multiple playthroughs in a row. And here's just like, I'm just gonna keep playing, man.
I feel like it would work better if they kind of did an adventure thing where it's like, you know, not like if you're saying like, you know, let's say we're making a theoretical Sonic Mania 2.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it would be cooler if Knuckles just had different levels than Sonic.
Yeah, and they do that a little bit, but like not enough to where I'm like, I really feel like playing. And poor Tails just gets like nothing.
Yeah.
Like he's basically just easy mode. Like especially now that like, you know, with modern ports, you don't even need a second player to get Tails to fly you around as Sonic anymore.
Yeah.
I feel like this character is faster than Rainbow. Even when I'm doing my focus shots, I'm still pretty fast. And so far that's serving me well, but I feel like that might mess with my muscle memory later. I also like that it's not the hardest thing in the world to get some 1-ups in this game. So it's like, okay, even if you screw up, like, you can make that back by playing well. Like, there's just a certain kind of push and pull that I really like in games like this. I like this kind of hokey translation, because it's a fan translation, so you know, they can put in whatever they want, but... I mean, this fan translation is probably really old, too, at this point. When did people start translating these games? And how did it even come about that Touhou got so popular internationally? I don't know much about that. Whoa! I don't think I'd used a single bomb yet. Like, whoa, that's a crazy thing. I would like to make a shmup at some point. Like, you know, not to get ahead of myself, because Never Over's not going to be done for years, but I think it could be really cool. Actually, when I went to college for game design, like, my first thought was like, because I knew ahead of time that there was going to be a thing where it's just like, okay, one day a week you're just going to like have a team and make a game. And I didn't know that they were going to be like, okay, here's a prompt for what you should make. So I was already like putting together like proposals, and I was just like, oh, we should make a shoot 'em up, because that's like, you know, not too difficult to make in like a short amount of time. And then the first fucking thing they said when we got to Game Lab for the first time, like the dude was just like, oh, we're not going to make A-type. All my professors were like English dudes, and a couple of Scotsmen. Well, really disgruntled ones as well, because it's like, okay, you know that old saying of like, those who can do teach, and it's like, that works in a case like this, because obviously, like, you know, if you were successful making games at this moment, you wouldn't, you know, get a job at a college teaching other people how to make games, right? So, like, a lot of these people were, like, kind of just fed up with industry bullshit.
I wonder if any of them ever, like, worked for Blizzard.
I don't know if anyone worked for Blizzard. One of them worked for Rockstar, like worked on GTA 3 and those games. We had someone who worked for LucasArts. Worked on like X-Wing versus TIE Fighter in those games. It's the Super Angel! Still, goddamn. Still really amused by how this frickin' enemy gets me every time. It kind of seems like no one wants to talk to Reimu, and then this Mado shows up, and she has like enough conversational skills to just not piss everyone off immediately. We still have to fight, obviously. Oh wait, are they gonna eat her? Is that what the fuck? I'm gonna stop saying things, man. Oh shit! What the hell, is this harder now? They want to eat her? This is a completely different pattern, isn't it? Jesus fucking Christ. It's way harder. Goodness gracious. Being Mado is dangerous. Heckin' heck! Alright, this part is the same, I think. It's looking what I did is very neat. More or less. I let myself get cornered again. No one puts Mado in the corner. That was one of those moments where you could just see your death coming and there's just nothing you can do. Your hands are not responding. You ever get that? Like, you haven't reached Ultra Instinct yet, you just reached, like, Mega Instinct. Yeah, I've already got this, like, big idea for, like, how I would want to make a shmup, and I'm just like, oh man, I'm not gonna get to do that for ages, because it would be a really bad idea to, like, start more projects while never overskill in the cooker.
Yeah.
Never Over is very big in scope, and I think that was kind of necessary for, like, the kind of game we wanted to make. Like, you know, kink-wise. But also part of me is like, every other game idea I have is smaller in scope and probably would have been faster to make first.
Yeah, like, you had an idea for a dating sim.
Oh no, that one was, like, really tough to do. Like, I actually, you know, did start making that as a college project, believe it or not. And there was just way too much to think about with that. And also, that's one of those things where just, like, the numbers are such a big part of it that's, like, you have to playtest, like, full playthroughs. Unless there's, like, something I'm missing. And, like, I have no idea, like, where to find the time to just, you know, every time I change a variable, I just go through and try it. And then in general, just, like, the scope got crazy, because it was like, okay, how do I make enough things that are interesting while making it, like, not too complicated for me to program, because I'm not a very good programmer, and it wasn't a great time. So this Ghost Girl says the same thing every time, I guess. You're playing with someone else. I was so in a zone that for a second I forgot that I already used a continue, and it was just like, oh, I keep getting my lives back. And I guess I was just way too confused by the sisters being so much freaking harder all of a sudden. That's just how it goes. I love this. This is so cool. Ooh, wanna. That still seems like the best way to deal with that formation, is just to go around. And things get a little nutty, though.
Speaking of so cool, I'm about to get the best cutscene in shit.
Woo! I like Sakuya. Oh, that's the worst. You died during chaos control. Ooh. Sometimes when I finish the spell card, the effect, like, makes me think I'm done with the fight, and I stop pushing the fire button. I wonder how long my shmup hyper focus will last, because I'm having a lot of fun. And there's so many games I've discovered in the past few days thanks to those YouTube videos. I'm just like, oh, this looks awesome. Oh, that was the worst. I went right into that. Why you betray me, cool mechanic I like? Oh, okay, see, that's what happens when you get too close. The bullets just spawn on top of you. What's up? Said like, you were gonna say something.
Oh, I was wondering if alright. Eve, I'm not in the trial yet. I'm in the cutscene.
Don't make such wide movements. Dodge as little as possible to get cornerless quickly. Yeah, you're right. I'm just way too scared of, like, making so many micro movements, because I always feel like I'm pushing my luck every single time I do one that could be avoided in some other manner. I'll learn, though. It's really weird, because the shmup I played so much as a kid was Tyrion, which, you know, first of all, is obviously not a bullet hell, but it also generally is much more forgiving than most shmups, because its shield system. Like, you have an armor bar, which is your actual health, but you also have a shield bar, and that regenerates. And as long as that isn't depleted, your armor doesn't go down. So, if you mess up, then as long as you proceed to not mess up, you can just recover that. And it recovers even faster as when you're not firing, so it's a cool mechanic, but it completely spoils you for, like, the rest of the genre. Oh wow, okay. I'm glad I got that health bar down at that exact moment, because that would have killed me. Yeah, see, that's what happens, and that's why I get scared of staying in the pattern, but can't let the game get the better of me on a psychological level. Look at the amount of grays I have. I don't usually have that much gray. They talk a lot about mouths in this, I guess because I'm a Mado, and Mados put things in their mouths. Oh, she's just like, I can't be bothered with any of this shit. I don't care about the plot. Fuck off. I love how she's just like, you're dead, go away. Dead people don't have rights. gonna have to, like, read back chat after this, because there's so much I've said, and I just do not have the time to actually read the responses to half of what I say. Fuck. Again, I saw it coming, and there was nothing I could do. This pattern sucked my ass. As soon as I see this pattern, I know, like, okay, the final boss has officially begun. I'm about to lose 1,000,000 lives. Any semblance of a good run is gone. I can't with this chick. And this part's, you know, fine. It's a lot of stuff, but it's not very fast. You just kind of, you know, not do that, but... I am playing with the controller, by the way, on the analog stick, because it won't accept my D-pad inputs. So, I don't know if that fucks with my precision compared to what the intended design is. Wait, this one, which is kind of weird. Alright, worse. Hurted by these things, I don't like that. But, fuck. I might get a game over. Might not make it now.
You can do it!
Alright, so this one is kind of like deceitful. It doesn't look that hard, but it does tend to kill me a bunch. Wait. I seem to stay alive longer, like, letting myself get hurt with that one, because whenever I stay around here, eventually I get, like, skewered by two of them. Probably could have used bombs to save myself, but I shouldn't, because I should be able to do that without bombs to save them for when I really need them for these last few patterns, because I have no idea, man. I just luck my way through every time. Hate this fucking homing thing so much. Because it gets so big! You can be 3 miles away and it'll still get you. Thank God. That little glissando in the music there always makes me think that I just, like, got, like, a thing or something. Like, it just sounds like oh, you got a one-up kind of sound. So this, I hate this a lot. I feel like I was kind of onto something there, though, with the way I was on that. Oh shit. Like, it actually makes sense to, like, move forward so that they haven't separated yet. It's still crazy, though. Okay, but did you see that at the end, though? That was pretty cool, right? Like, I couldn't believe I was holding on that long. Okay, what now?
Tyrion!
I mean, I could continue playing this all freaking night, but I don't know if you guys find that interesting.
You can play Tyrion.
Mm-hmm. Should I start from the beginning with Tyrion then?
Sure, yeah. Show it off to him.
Alright.
Meantime, I must grab an elf.
You're gonna grab an elf? Without me?